Hello citizens of the universe, welcome to the Space Magica and IOAA Aspiring Astronaut Conference. This conference is like an amazing story. The knowledge and guidance we will get from this conference about astronomy, science, technology, rockets, rovers and landers are the main chapters of this story. It is a pleasure to read a story when the writer writing it is a skilled expert in his work. In this case, the speakers of this conference are the true author of this conference story. Next 5 days, we will get valuable guidance from all of them. Their brief introduction and conference schedule are as follow. Welcome again future Martians. I am Pravin Wakode, award-winning scientist, founder, member and CEO of Space Magica. My topic for this conference is the introduction of Space Magica. Already you know in one line that Space Magica is an aspiring astronaut training center and visiting center. But from Space Magica, it has never been told what training will be done, who will get it and where it will be done. Today, for the first time in the history of Space Magica, I will answer this question. Where is Space Magica located and what is the final cause of making it? After food, water, air and shelter, education, research and tourism are the three important things of human life. People get an education so that they can become doctors, engineers and earn a good salary. Talking about tourism in a simple language, people from all over the world go from one country to another or from one place to another in a pursuit of recreation, relaxation and enjoyment. It's called tourism. But things will change in the coming times. People who enjoy tourism on Earth today in the future will go to the moon, in space, on Mars for enjoyment. It will be called space tourism. Those who study today to become doctor, engineer in future will study to become astronaut or to get space related jobs. This will be called astronaut training or space education. The interesting fact is that the space related jobs on Earth will increase by the more than 15% after human beings take the first step on Mars. We surveyed according to which 95% of the people wanted to go on the moon, on Mars or in space, and 82% of people wanted to take astronaut or related training. But both of these things have a problem. Dennis Tito, an American engineer and entrepreneur who is considered the first space tourist on Earth, went to the International Space Station in 2001. He had paid $20 million for this 8-day space trip. Space Adventure Company is charging $150 million per seat for the moon's flyby mission. People who have diabetes, blood pressure or any other disease, children, aged people cannot go to the moon and Mars as a tourist. Also, there is no guarantee of life in this journey. We know that 14 astronauts were killed in a space shuttle accident. If we think of astronaut training, then it is not given to school or college students. Some institutes offer astronaut training education, but economically poor middle class students from Asia, Africa and around the world cannot afford it. All these problems mean that the era of space education, space tourism is coming to our doors. But this is like everyone wants to buy a super luxury car, but not everyone can buy it. But don't worry, the answer we got for all these problems is named Space Magica. In Space Magica, students will get space education, astronaut training at an affordable cost, and private audience can enjoy the moon, Mars and space travel. Now you can see micro part of the Space Magica's plan. We have divided the Space Magica into a few bases and parts. This part called Astronomy Gallery. Students and visitors will see the models of stars, galaxy, rockets here, and students will study the universe from the Big Bang to Big Crunch and other things like rocketry, stargazing and more things. We get to learn history in school and college, but in Space Magica we designed a course in which students will study the future. For example, topics like how our world, human life will be in the future. This is a moon base where students will be trained to live and survive on the moon, collecting and testing the soil and stone samples of the moon, learning the Eagle landers landing on the moon with the help of simulation. The students will be able to do many such activities here at the lunar base. This Mars based training will be similar to the moon base. You will be able to see some additional things on Mars base, like you can see the blue sunset of Mars, Olympus Mons, which is the tallest mountain, and Valles Marineris, which is the longest valley of Mars. In the coming times, the humans will settle the colony in the clouds of the planet Venus. The houses of that colony will be big balloons in which farming will be done. You can experience this amazing balloon here. Maybe you all are aware of underwater training, spacewalk training, space capsule docking and undocking, mission control room. Training of all these things will be given in Space Magica Center. I and Space Magica team have done a lot of research on this, and because of that you will actually be able to practice docking and undocking capsules the same way you see in the video. Last but not least, the arrangement of accommodation and food will be the same as Space Life. This was a brief introduction of Space Magica. This is only 10 to 50% of total plan of Space Magica. Due to Space Magica's secret policies, I cannot tell you Space Magica's complete plan, but I hope you like this plan of Space Magica. Who can take training in Space Magica or who can visit? We work in Space Magica with thousands of year-old Indian moral thought, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means that the world is one family. Space Magica is always open for everyone, from first grade students to 100+ old age person. It doesn't matter to us which country, religion, country, gender, time, universe, the background you belong to. Even if you are an alien or time traveler, we gladly welcome to you here. The centers of Space Magica will not be built in just one place or one country. We have a dream before the end of this decade to make 10,000 centers of Space Magica around the world. Talking about today's condition, we are expecting the first center of Space Magica will start at the end of this year in December 2021 in Pune, which is an IT hub and education hub and a beautiful city of India. You can apply for membership by visiting Space Magica's website. Our membership is free for all. In 2020, we organized the Space Quiz World Cup. A lot of organizations organize quizzes, but we are probably the only one to organize in the World Cup format. On 28 June 2009, great scientist Stephen Hawking threw a party for time travelers. We repeated this experiment in 2020. We also got the results of this experiment just like Sir Stephen Hawking. Perhaps we are the only organization that has a parliament. Some times ago, our parliament election were held. Now the great space leaders elected by you are working to advance the Space Magica. Space Classroom is available on Space Magica's website. You can read articles and watch videos related to science, astronomy, technology here. If you are writer or content creator, you can send your work to Space Classroom. Very soon, we are going to provide courses related to space career, astronomy, space technology in Space Classroom. I am grateful to IOAA and Infinoscope for collaborating with us. Like Space Magica, IOAA is a great platform for aspiring astronauts. JO and KT have a major contribution to successful organization of this conference. I wish them success. Some days ago, Infinoscope founder Pravin Mehta said a very good thing, that people cannot buy science magazine because magazines are expensive, and that is why she created a venture, Infinoscope. That's a great thought. All space lovers should read Infinoscope. The founding members of IOAA have presented collaboration topic very beautifully, so there is nothing left to say about it. So this is the end of the topic, the Space Magica introduction. Before the end of this short session, many students asked me what to do to become an astronaut. I will answer that question. A career in space is a big topic to discuss. On this, we will have a separate session soon. Becoming an astronaut doesn't just happen overnight. It takes many years of education and experience to meet the basic qualification. First, decide why you want to become an astronaut. It is very important to get an answer to this question, because many students do not move towards fulfilling their dreams when they get failed on the first attempt. It is most important that you should be a citizen of the right country. For example, citizens of India cannot apply to become astronaut in NASA. Possess a master's degree in STEAM field. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Many students feel that engineering is necessary to become an astronaut. Understand that even those who do a career in biology can become astronauts. Have at least 2 years of related professional experience obtained after degree completion, or at least 1000 hour pilot in command time on jet aircraft. To become an astronaut, you must be mentally healthy. In this world, 2% of smart people think that the earth is flat. If you too are on the list of the smart people, then check your mental health. Your eye vision, either naturally or with corrective lens, should 20 feet, and blood pressure not more than 140/90 in sitting position. Required height for astronaut between 62 and 75 inches. That's all from my side today. I am thankful to all team members of Space Magica, and especially Joe and Katie, the pillars of IOA as well as the pillars of this conference. Big sci-fi thank you. Lift off.